Welcome back to another episode of the Know Your Power podcast. I'm your host, Kendall Aaliyah.
And I'm Julia Renee.
I just want to say how proud of myself I am for not forgetting to do that for the last few.
Yeah.
Good job, me.
I'm glad it's your job and not mine because
well, sometimes I just outright forget, and then like hearing you say Renee, and I'm like, why isn't it jingling? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's my job.
I'm the jingler.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
I'm the jingler.
I like that we're a two-woman show. We were talking like in between filming about like quote unquote professional podcasts. I could not do this if I had like a team of people and they're doing the buttons and they're like looking at me. There's no way I could do this.
Yeah, like a studio, because I just feel bad, especially, they're going to have to cut that out. Oh, they're going to have to cut that out, even though we're just like, man.
It would be nice to have like a Jamie for Joe Rogan. It would be nice to have someone off screen that could like Google stuff for us and put it on a screen.
A fact
of like,
checker.
show me that. And then they show it to me.
That's what I do really like. There's this one podcast that I listen to, Giggly Squad, and they have like a guy that's always just there. I'm not really sure what he does. He might be the editor or something, but they'll just say like, blah, 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 look it up, tell us. And then they like read the definition so that we don't have to, because I can't phone and talk at the same time.
Sometimes I look something up while you're talking if I don't know what you're talking about. So I try to be sly and be like, oh yes, I also saw that like, just now.
Keep talking.
I think I'm decent at that. I think I pause a little. Anyway, we are starting all videos off now with gym story. What do you want to call it? Should I have a segment? Gym stories, gym events.
Gym 411.
Gym 411.
What the fuck is up with the gym? What's going on?
Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Jim, what's going on? It sounds like another thing that should have a jingle like, hey, Jim, what's going on? Oh, damn.
We are locked in.
That was sick.
Anyway.
If you hear the dogs, I'm sorry. They're going crazy.
Yeah, I was going to ask why they were freaking out.
I don't know.
Okay, for me, my gym observation has been my gym's vibe right now is weird. Like, it's off. Like, I've been going at like 5 p.m., which is not ideal. It's just I've been busier than usual with work. So that's been like when I have a break in my day. So I've been going around 5. Again, it's not ideal because that's usually when the gym is like packed, like so busy. Everyone is there after work, all of the things. Every time I've gone in previous weeks at 5 p.m., I regret it because everything I want is taken and there's a ton of people and I get overwhelmed. I went, granted it's only Wednesday, but Monday and Tuesday I went at 5 p.m. The gym was dead. And like not just way emptier than usual for a 5 p.m. Like the music was this week. Like the last 2 days.
I was like, okay, last week was 4th of July, maybe.
I'm not kidding. On Monday, I Googled if we were having a holiday because I was like, why is no one here?
Everyone is still recovering.
Weird. I was trying to go through like all the things, but I was like, granted, I was pleasantly surprised that it was empty. Like, I'm not going to complain about it, but I also, like, the vibe was weird. The music wasn't as loud as usual, and the music at my gym is always, like, so loud that it goes through your noise-canceling headphones type of loud. So it's just been a weird vibe, and I went yesterday, and I was telling you, again, before we started filming, I was having, like, a crappy workout, and then I was like, I don't know. It's just the vibe's off. The vibe's really like, and then I was on the treadmill and we've talked about this before where usually at 5 p.m. all the treadmills are taken. You just slide in where you can if one's available. This time everyone was empty. Like, I think there were like, I should count, but we probably have close to like 20 treadmills and there were probably like 5 people on them, including me. So we're all super spread out, right? Dang. Like 4 in between all of us. This guy comes up right next to me and starts sprinting. And then I feel like this weird.
That happened to me this morning. And I
hate that.
Okay.
We don't hate it. Yeah. Everyone's subject to whatever machine they
want.
Everyone
can go wherever they want. But it's just especially weird when all of the machines are open in a row.
Yeah.
And you're literally on like one end. Yeah. Like I was literally this morning on the very far end. There's 5 more to the right of me.
And they chose
and
that
the
one
guy starts coming and he does the one that's directly next to me. I'm like,
yeah.
Do you enjoy being this close to other people that are sweaty and gross and like, I don't understand.
Yeah. I think I don't like it because I would never do that to someone.
I wouldn't.
Like, even when the gym is
I always like to give people the space.
Exactly. Like, at least it's always like a rule of like one in between. I expect this to be how like guys are in their bathrooms with like urinals. Like, you leave a gap. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Don't be the guy that go right next to the other guy.
I have a feeling that women are the leave a gap kind of people,
Are men
and
not?
men are I do cardio. That's it.
Yeah.
Women are
That's
the
fair.
leave a gappers.
It was a guy that came next to me. Was it a guy for you?
It was a guy. Okay. Guys,
so that means it's all men.
There's an unspoken rule with women that you just leave a gap. But
Yeah.
if it's packed, no gap.
If it's packed, I don't care. Yeah,
no
yeah.
gaps needed. No gaps needed.
But even then, when it is packed and there's only one and it's in between two people, I do feel bad when I take that one for some reason.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, because there's an unspoken gap rule that no
Gap
one knows
rule.
about. Yeah, that guy did that
Lock in.
this morning. And he's done that. It's been multiple times. It's always the same guy, and I'm like, I have a feeling he just really likes
He
that
probably
machine.
wants your Stairmaster,
Maybe.
and you take it. So he's like, I'm gonna show her.
Well, fine. I'm just gonna hover.
Show up a little after
I'm like,
him and see which one he's on.
I'm gonna be here forever.
That's true.
I basically should just move in. So
That is true.
You're
Yours.
you have to wait.
Put a nameplate on it. But yeah, that's my what's going on at the gym is where is everyone?
Where, did we have?
I don't know where they
Did we
went.
have like a plague that I don't know
I
about?
was seriously like looking things up. I was like, did another gym open nearby? Like I could not figure it out. So
One thing that I realized is that Gold's gyms have the worst playlists ever.
oh yeah.
Ever.
Did you forget your headphones?
I no, but how do I?
You just take them out sometimes.
No, I mean, of course I don't like hear it when I'm training, but when I walk in, I don't have my headphones on. Usually when I walk out, I don't have my headphones on. And then like if I ever am like editing a video, usually I don't have like music going on because I'm
Yeah,
editing it
that
and
makes
it's
sense.
actually like whatever the thing is. They have the absolute worst playlist that it makes me enraged.
Imagine working there though and hearing that playlist on repeat.
Like it's been so bad that I want to like ask people like, do you also hate every single song that plays? Because they play good songs, but they're all remixes, really bad remixes of really good songs that
it's like weird club music
Yes.
where they think they're making it better.
yes, but it sounds so much worse. I was like, I'd
That's
rather
actually kind of funny.
It's
I haven't
awful.
been to Gold's Gym in like a year.
I'm really curious if anyone also feels the same way. Of course, like we're training in headphones.
Comment
but like,
below.
Comment below. Does Gold's have the worst gym play? And I'm pretty sure it's a corporate thing that it's the same everywhere.
sure.
I go to 2 different Golds during the week, one for cardio and one for like when I'm actually training. And they both have the same sucky playlist. So I'm like,
You know who's
Something's
is
going
worse
on.
is I used to work out at a fitness connection in Katy, Texas, which I loved because there was like an outdoor area.
I love the fitness.
but the
connections.
indoor one, they also had the weirdest playlist, but it was like
it's like
slow. It was
it's
like
like
slow songs.
reject music.
Yeah.
It's like a whole playlist of all the songs that nobody likes.
It's like equivalent to like mall music.
Yeah, but
Worse?
Instead,
Glorified mall
all of the
music.
songs are like, I'm like, you should. It doesn't need to. I'm putting my headphones in. I don't like it.
Another thing going on this week is we are going to summer
are.
shredding, which we will already have been there by the time you're listening to this. So it's
Yes.
kind of pointless to tell you now. But if we meet you, sick. I'm excited because I've never been to summer shredding. I know it was your first show ever.
It was.
Do you get like nostalgic going to these?
I do, especially because it is a show that a lot of people choose to be their first show. And if I have any like competitors or clients that ever want to compete, I always like try that show first because like doing that show, I did my show, I think it was in October, and my first one in 2020.
2 summer shreddings.
They do a
right?
summer shredding and a fall shredding.
Yeah.
So this one is going to be like this weekend, of course. And I do get really excited because it's exciting seeing everybody who's more newer to the sport being
Yeah.
so excited. And doing that show led me to so many different things after that. Like that was the catalyst to me getting sponsorships by clothing brands, supplement
Yeah.
brands, creating my own stuff, growing my following.
I was gonna ask, do you feel like it impacted like your social media following? Like from
I
winning?
think it definitely did, and it also just gave me the confidence and eventually led to me being an IFBB pro. And I know there's a lot of people that have done summer or fall shredding that have eventually become pros.
Yeah.
And and it's just super cool, and I love it.
It is cool to see. I'm so excited. So I've been around summer shredding, but I've never been to the actual event. And something they do different is a transformation category. And I think that's what I'm most excited for because I know I'll cry. Like I just simply will. And it's usually for people who start their fitness journey and they are doing a very large weight loss journey.
There's like 200-pound weight loss, 150-pound weight loss, but they also have to do a video about their journey that plays behind them while they're on stage. And it's just like some of these people go through like insane things in their life and like overcome these obstacles, and it's crazy. I love it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I have a little wellness girl who's competing for her first show.
We've talked about her plenty.
Yes, we have. So I'm excited because Friday morning, I'm actually going to put her extensions in for her and like probably do a little something to her hair because I used to do hair. And she's like, I got these extensions. I don't know if they're going to work. Like this is what they look like. And I was like, do you know how to put them in? She's like, no. And I was like,
I got you.
I do. Because that's what I used to do for my first shows.
I should like bake something for her.
I know. She has, trust me, she has plenty of stuff already. She doesn't.
I was like, should we take her out to dinner
I need to get her a little like gift or something. But one thing that I told her, and I recommend this for a lot of competitors from learning, don't let everybody bring you something to eat afterwards. Of course, people are going to want to bring you like snacks and flowers and stuff like that. But at a certain point in my journey, I realized I haven't even left the stadium yet or whatever, and I've already eaten so many calories. I haven't even gotten to go to a meal. So have like one little thing like right after if you want to do that, or just wait until you go out to eat with your family and do all of that.
Then it's more rewarding. Also,
then you're going to be stuck with a bunch of stuff.
I was going to say, I always think I'm going to be so hungry post-show, and then I'll order like a full pizza and a dessert and all these things, and I'll have one slice of pizza, and my stomach is so used to not eating.
Your stomach is like this small and you're trying to feed it this much food.
Literally. So one slice of pizza and I'm like, I think I'm done.
You're like, I'm just a skinny girl.
Yeah, no, like your body literally cannot consume a ton of calories if you haven't been for months.
So that's like one thing that I told her. I was like, okay, just make sure that too many people don't bring you too many things because post-show is such a sensitive time. Like, please don't do what I did.
I feel she's going to crush it too. She looks so good.
Yeah, I'm really so excited for her. So we'll give you guys an update in the next week of like everything that happened and how it goes. We're going to have a little girls weekend and it'll be fun. Those. And I know it's a little bit late, but anybody who's competing, good luck. Good luck.
Or good past luck.
And then next week we'll say congrats.
Yes, we're manifesting it for them.
We are.
Okay, we're going to go into one of my favorite segments ever that we do, but a new rendition of it, which is What Your Gym Wear Says About You, men's edition.
Gym bro edition.
Gym bro. Actually, gym bro edition is way better than men's. Okay, so we're going to go through, for those who don't know, this is coming from Kendall's brain. Okay, so a lot of these are stereotypes about these brands and the people that wear these brands. It's all for fun. It's all jokes. Okay, I'm not judging anyone.
Me Young LA is in here.
Actually did it.
Bro, you didn't do Young LA.
Oh, I can do it off the dome. Trust me.
Okay, we got to add Young. The first brand I thought about was like, oh, the Young
LA
wait, guys.
I'm gonna add a note, or you add a note while I start this.
Yes.
Okay, we are starting strong with a Naka. This feels so like when I do it for the girls, I'm like, it's just a girly thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm praising all of them. The men, I kind of went in, so I apologize in advance. Anaka, you're a streetwear king. You follow all the recent fashion trends. You just got a haircut, like literally this morning or right before the gym.
Or you're like a weekly haircut guy.
No,
there's weekly haircut guys.
Like they have a subscription service, and I swear you wake up with this haircut, and it's a fresh fade, and all the things, and everything is perfectly structured somehow.
Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about the Young LA guys. Okay,
we'll do that second. Okay. That way, it's out of our system. You train hard, but you're also there for the vibes and just to show everyone your gym outfit. Like when you're heading to the gym, you're not like, oh, I can't wait for this chest pump. You're like, I can't wait for everyone to see my shoes. You know. True. Like that's the vibe for Anaka.
Their shoes probably like perfectly match their fit.
And so expensive. Yes. Like you have the newest Jordan drop. You probably own like Travis Scott lows that are $2,000.
You're like so matching that it's kind of concerning.
Yeah. Like, I think you own everything from Anaka. I know you have a fire playlist and you're definitely working out. Oh, yeah. I added, you're working out in Jordans that are more expensive than my rent.
Yeah, so good.
Period. Okay, Young LA, I feel like you know more than I do. You're
I'm not
excited.
as good at these as you are, but
I'll
okay.
start it.
Okay, you do it. I'll add. I'm good at adding.
You might be a teenager. Or you look like one. And it's okay if you're not, but that's the vibe you're chasing. That's fine.
You definitely...
I'm so much meaner to the
You
men.
definitely
I'm so
have
sorry.
said...
You know what the word Riz means, aura, and you use them unironically in every sentence.
What are you training today?
Not the frat boy
You
laugh.
for sure have that haircut that it's like faded in the back. Like it's like it's cut in the back. It looks
Like
a little
a mullet?
maintained and it's short, but it like flips up in the front.
Oh yeah, you have a wave on your forehead.
Yeah, that like flip up,
The TikTok
flippy
boy
do. Yeah, yeah. You basically have TikTok hair, except that you work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I gotta dig deeper. What do they drive? They drive somehow a Lamborghini.
Somehow.
Or like a Mercedes.
You have no idea where the money comes from. You have no idea.
You might be a teenager, but you're way wealthier than
Yeah,
me.
you're like, what's... They also probably like really love Gary Vee or something.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
I love Gary Vee. I just think he's funny and cute, but
I don't know anything about him.
yeah,
if
you
I'm being
probably
honest.
watch Gary Vee. There's a chance, it's going to be controversial.
Okay.
There's a chance that you have probably had Andrew Tate on your For You
I was
page.
gonna say Andrew Tate when you said Gary Vee.
There's probably been a few, maybe that's more
And
accurate.
you've quoted him once.
You've quoted him once and thought you made it up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You used it as your
so
own.
Good. I would like.
What would
this
their
is,
Instagram captions be like?
Something about how it was like her loss.
Okay, wait.
Are you pulling up someone's caption? You can't do that.
I can't.
You can.
Let me see. Let's I'm just going to find one.
I know who you're looking up to. I'm so much meaner to the guys.
Come on, we love the guys.
No, yeah.
We love the
I think that's why I feel like I can be meaner to them.
Also, why is Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing Young LA? No way. Look at that.
That's a flex.
He's a G.
What's the caption?
It says Arnold X Young LA. I think anything just sounds funny when you use that voice.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of normal. You can't just laugh to yourself. You have to share with the class.
Okay. I'm trying to find what the theme is. The theme is one-liner
For sure.
captions. It's
Yeah.
one-liners.
Or like 3 words.
Yeah, no matter what it is, it's just like locked in
Yes.
with the lock emoji.
Yes. Or like,
It's like
yeah. No, I get the
in
vibe.
it for the grind with like a knife emoji.
Never outworked.
Yeah, never.
I've used all these.
It's my day 3 million. You're day 1. You're a day. Or something like you're a day behind or something like that. They're like one-liners.
I'm gonna start captioning like
Yeah.
like a frat bro.
Yeah. They also talk really loud. Like
Yes.
talk really loud. Like they probably when they're in the gym with each other, they're like, bro. No, so sad.
Oh, also like you're the type. Yes, you
Why
care.
are we going ham on
you
Young
care.
LA?
This is the whole podcast. Last thing, and it's not super mean. It's just an observation. Trying to make myself feel better. Yes, you care about aesthetics. Okay, you somehow always have abs, but you go out every weekend, and I don't know how that works.
Somehow, like it's not logical.
Yeah.
You go out every weekend,
You
but
drink.
also you always have abs.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know what that's about.
Hmm.
Anyway, I think we've done enough to them. We're going to move on to dark sport. Okay, you're a badass, but you low-key scare me. And not in like the way where like the women that wear dark sport like intimidate me, but like in a hot way. Like the men, sometimes I'm like, you actually scare me.
They've definitely done, you know that look that look where your head is tilted down, but your eyes look up. They definitely do that
look.
It
has like a name, like
it
the
does.
something stare.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's usually used in like serial killer movies
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I will not be approaching you if you like have the machine I want. Like I'm not asking you how many sets you have less. I'm just finding something new.
You definitely wear a gold chain to the gym.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. And it probably has like you probably have like a cross chain and then like a normal.
Oh my God. Yep.
Oh, and the single dangly cross earring, the other side's a stud.
That I feel like is maybe
Young LA.
I think maybe Young LA is the single cross dangly,
okay.
and Dark Sport is more like gold,
Okay.
like maybe studs or something.
I feel that.
Okay.
You do lift
with it.
heavy as fuck, like really heavy. You're really strong. You're really dedicated in the gym. You either currently compete or you plan on competing soon. I picture you in black Converse, a chain, a hat, and an RBF. Yeah. Also, you're easily on like 2 to 3 scoops of pre-workout. Like you didn't roll into the gym casually. You like geared up in the car. You blasted music with your like over the ear headphones. You locked in.
I feel like most of these kind of guys too they're very like quiet and mysterious. They don't really talk too much. They just like they walk in. You know that one episode that we did where you said that when you're at the gym, you like you
Yes.
pretend that you're like so
People
serious.
bring that up to me all the time.
Exactly. I literally listened to that little clip the other day. It was just so funny. And I feel like that's what they do.
Yeah, I do that.
Without even realizing, they're just like, this is my fashion show.
Yeah.
And they're like, ugh.
So dark and edgy.
I'm so just dark and misunderstood.
I feel like there's like a Venn diagram of like dark sport guy wearers and like people that listen to Suicide Boys. And like in the middle is just like this emotionally damaged kid that is now really tough and intimidating, which is also me.
Gym equals therapy.
No, yes, that's their caption.
Instead of therapy,
with the broken heart and the dead rose.
They use the dead rose emoji, the knife, the broken heart.
I know this because I was
skull.
a dark sport bro.
Yeah.
For a short period of time, and it's when I was going through it. So I see you.
This is Kendall's. Yeah,
Alter ego.
We're basically talking about Kendall here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
healed.
good one.
Next up is Gymshark. You're the athletes of the group. Yeah. You're most definitely doing some sort of box jump or burpee, like somewhere in your workout. It's also for some reason in the middle of the gym, but like that's okay. You're somehow shredded year round, like forearm veins and like striations. I didn't even know forearms could have striations, but you found a way. Where was I? Oh, you care a lot about your hygiene. Like I know these guys like don't sweat as much, even though they're the ones doing the box jumps and the burpees.
Yeah, what's going on?
You have like a better skincare routine than me somehow.
Yes.
Again,
you have
similar.
like a 5-step routine.
Yes.
And you've definitely made a YouTube video about it.
Oh, and like a morning routine.
Yeah.
Like spend the morning with me and you like freshly shave every morning and do your skincare and take 4 showers. That's you. You either sell your own program or you've definitely bought someone else's. And it's for like how to be an athlete or like how to hybrid train.
Wow. You definitely focus a lot on recovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have like 4 foam rollers in your car, in
like,
your hands.
You have like a foam roller. You have like the ball. You have like a gua sha, and you're like
your gym bag's like way too big. Like it does not need to be that.
It's like the Mary Poppins of gym bags where they're just like
pulling out more gadgets.
They pull out a vacuum. They pull out their giant shampoo bottles.
Like 10 things of like cologne. Wait,
they're like,
so funny.
Not this one. Nope, not this. Oh, nope, that one.
Yeah.
You definitely have a cologne in your gym bag. Yeah, you do.
Wait, that's gonna make me cry. That was so funny. The giant gym bag with all the foam rollers. And they have the box for box.
They pull the box for box jumps out of their gym bag.
Like
they're like, no, bro, I got you.
Wait, they have like shin guards.
Who needs gym? Oh my God. But I'm also imagining like the gym girly that's like that. The one that has like all of the things, even if it's not necessary.
Cute when girls do it though. Like it's fine for the girls. It's weird when guys. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Oh, that's so funny.
I love it.
I'm crying a little bit.
I'm dying.
I need to do these episodes. Like, I didn't eat this morning or have caffeine, so I'm like running on fumes, and I feel like it really lets my creativity.
It lets me just go crazy.
Okay, Lululemon. I started it with okay, Bougie King.
Okay, Bougie King. K-King, get it. I can't believe you forgot Young LA.
I'm so sorry.
So funny.
Okay, when y'all sweat, it glistens instead of seeping into your clothes like the rest of us. You always have like, you're wearing all white or at least white shoes that I swear you bleached this morning or like just bought on your way to the gym.
Or you have like a Monday pair, a Tuesday pair, Wednesday pair, and
they
it's
have
all the
it
same.
set out.
They have them
like
set
for
out.
the week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like their closet is like just a Lululemon portion, and it's like all coordinated. Why am I explaining your closet? Like, you know, and it's organized.
Yeah. They also have the Lululemon, like the fanny pack one. They have it in all the colors, but they always wear it like a crossbody, and it's always in the front. Yeah. And they do this little whipping motion where they bring it to the front and the back whenever they need it.
And they definitely have like just wads of cash in there.
Yeah.
Because you're way too wealthy.
Yeah.
Our Bougie Kings. You have some, So sorry, white running shoes. You have the Tide stick on deck also.
Yeah.
Like it's
in your fanny pack.
Yes. So okay,
next to your wad of cash.
What's in their fanny pack? A Lululemon man will have a Tide stick, gum, like
gum.
Mint gum.
Oh, for sure.
Or like those like strips, like the Listerine strips, like they're that dedicated to good breath.
Or even like a flosser.
Yeah.
Like even maybe
they just pull out a water flosser. Sorry, I'm so mean
Mary
today.
Poppinsing it again.
Chapstick for sure. A change of white socks. And then again, like
they
lots of cash.
They definitely have a
or like you have one of those credit cards that's like made out of metal. What are those called?
Yeah.
Like the Amex, like super
where
platinum.
They just click.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've definitely watched a human in real life look exactly like this. And he had the shoes, the everything, and he flipped the fanny pack around, opened it, pulled out the chapstick brand,
Yes.
but the cherry one, put it on his lips, cap back on, flipped it back over.
I think
I've seen this.
They're like the equivalent. Their fanny packs are the equivalent to like a girl's little purse, where like you're going out to dinner and you have no money on you. It's just like chapstick and mascara in there, and then you offer to pay because you're being nice, and then they go, "No, I got it," and you go, "Really?" Like that's the same energy. Where it might just be chapstick in that bag, but they're gonna carry it anyway. That's all I wrote for that. Oh, I did not. I have a finishing line. You definitely drive a Mercedes and have a hot wife.
Yeah,
that's the final. I just assume your wife is like blonde and tall and like a model or like an ex-cheerleader. Like that's the vibe.
You definitely have like really cute kids.
Yes,
and maybe like a golden doodle.
And they have like such basic names.
Yeah.
I will not list names because that's taking it too far.
No,
I just know everyone has your kid's name.
I weirdly think that their names would try to be like those
original.
No, those names that are normal names, but they spell it differently.
It's like Jack, but like Jax.
Or it's like Ashley, but it's spelled like Ashley.
Yeah,
you know, like they would.
I could see that.
I could see that.
They're trying to be different.
Yeah,
good for you for stepping out of the box.
Yeah, we love all of these guys.
I do.
There's a special place in our heart for these. It's just fun to laugh at ourselves. It's fun to like laugh at other people. We laughed at ourselves the last time with all the little girlies.
I feel like it's easier with the girls because I see myself in all of them.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, these guys think I'm not relating to them, but I also see myself in all of you. I've been a young LA guy. I've been a dark sport guy. Like it's within all of us.
I feel like I potentially have the personality of like a young LA guy. I have okay, let's look.
Building us out of these people. I think I try to have the style of the Anaka guys. Okay. I have the emotions of a dark sport guy. I have sometimes the ego of a young LA guy.
Yeah.
I try to be a hybrid trainer like a Gymshark person, and I aspire to be a Lululemon guy.
Yeah.
I think that's my breakdown.
I think my personality can be like the young LA guys, but I think I try to be a Lululemon on the outside. Where
I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Channel it.
That's true. Like, I look like I'm bougie, everything's great, but inside I'm like, I'm a bro.
I want to do this again. So I know there's brands we're missing. Please send them our way and we will do a second rendition.
Women's,
hopefully,
men's, all of the things.
We should do just like an everyone one with like just what this brand. I also would love to do like a what your shoes say about you or what your like gym hairstyle says about you. Sure. I feel like I think didn't Chloe do a post?
Made one about the gym hair.
I'll try not to look at hers so that mine's like original thoughts, but I'm sure they're all going to be
These
quite
are fun.
spot on.
These are like one of my favorite segments to do.
Actually, I got this from Jenna Marbles, who is like the biggest YouTuber for like 10 years. Love her so much. She's one of the funniest people in my opinion. She's not on social media anymore, which honestly, if I was doing it for like 10, 15 years and I crushed it, I would have cashed out and left as well. So I get it. But she used to do, I forget what they were, but it was like a what your hairstyle says about you or like what your makeup says about you. And I would die laughing at them. So that was actually my inspo when I started these.
You
so
guys
there's endless options.
Have to comment below which one you want us to do of blank says about you. Yes. What your blank says about you.
Because apparently I'm really good at being
really
mean.
good at it. And I'm good at like being in the back, being like, yeah.
No, your additions make it funnier. Because I write these in advance so they're not fresh. Yours are like fresh.
You're like the dude that's like rapping in the front.
And you're doing that.
And I'm in the back going, yeah.
Get it.
Get it.
Whoa.
Woo. I'm like that guy.
Imagine them in the studio doing that too. Being like, right here, I'm going to go, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, wait, what else was I going to say about that? Oh, I forget. That's okay. The last thing I want to talk about, which is so unrelated, is the Olympics. And when I brought this up to Julia, you didn't seem to care. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I didn't know what was going on.
Okay, the Olympics haven't started yet. They might have by the time this comes out, but I could be wrong. I think they start like late July and they're through August. But specifically what I want to talk about isn't technically the Olympics, kinda, but in watching the Olympics, Netflix just released, and it's like a little docu-series called Sprint, and it's following it's so hard because this was obviously filmed in the past. That's how things happen. Like that's even what happens with this podcast. So it's from several months ago when there was track world championships, but now all of those athletes that we got to see get interviewed, their details, their background, how they win in these races. Most of them, I'm pretty sure like 100% actually, if not like 90% are going to the Olympics. So if you're someone that cares about sports, cares about the Olympics, wants to be able to root for someone.
Lead up to go to the Olympics?
It's their lead up for Worlds and it ends with Worlds, but like Worlds is the Olympics when it's not an Olympic year, you know, like it's the same competitors. Okay. So I would go watch that if I were you listening to this, even if you don't know much about track. I feel like it's just cool to see the people that are representing our country. And our two biggest ones their names are Noah Lyles and I'm going to butcher this, Sha'Carri Richards and Gabby Thomas.
Are these all sprinters?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would say those are like the top three from the US that they were following. And then they followed a ton of Jamaicans because obviously they also really rule the track world. And I learned so much, but also over anything. And the reason I wanted to bring it up, so inspiring fitness wise, because these athletes train 24/7. Like we think we do with bodybuilding, but like running fast is all these guys think about, eat for, train for. Exactly.
It's their job.
And it's so cool to see it on such a professional level because obviously for us, bodybuilding's huge, but in the grand scheme of sports, it's still so small compared to something like track and field, which is so widespread and like...
Yeah, it's niche.
Yeah. So it was just so inspiring to see these athletes and how hard they train and their different personalities were like, sometimes the super humble, quiet girl won, and then sometimes the like really loud, outgoing guy that like gets some weird looks because he's a little cocky, but he shows up and proves himself. It's just so cool to see different athletes and like really in their element, and I thought it was really well done. So I recommend... everyone to go watch it. That way, when the Olympics start, we can all.
I always like watching the gymnastics.
Yes, I was going to ask you what you do. So, me too. I think because I was a gymnast when I was little, I was so obsessed. So I could tell you like everything.
Think I would watch it with my dad, and I was in gymnastics at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And he would be like, "You look like her," or like, "You could do that if you wanted to." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, that too. There was a quote from Sprint, but it really talks about like all Olympians or world champions of like being at these competitions on that level. You're already the 0.1% of the sport. And then if you win, you're like the 0.001% of that entire sport. And it's just so crazy that like, I don't know. I don't visualize it like that.
The odds of that. Yeah. Like the odds of being the number one blank in the world.
Or holding a world record.
Yeah, it's like, no, literally, there's no one above you.
Yeah.
There's you, and that's it.
Yeah. Exactly. And I feel like for something like gymnastics or track, or I even like watching diving because I used to be a diver. So just the sports I really understand all the rules of, so I can like actually care about how they're doing, versus sometimes I'll try to watch like in a normal season, like football and basketball. And I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going on, but that's okay.
I also like the figure skating. I know that's Winter Olympics though, but those are always cool to watch because it's like, how did your body do that?
Yeah.
How do your body do that?
But it's so crazy to see, and I'm excited. And I feel like I didn't watch the last Olympics because it was like COVID times.
I can't remember the last time I watched
too much stress going on. But every Olympics before then, I forgot like how excited I get. Yeah. And I understand now how like football guys are year round. Yeah. You know, like I feel this weird sense of pride for our team where like I was rooting for some of the Jamaicans because their backstories were so insane, and also like just like their come up is so inspiring and all these things. But I'm like, there's something that makes you want to go like, USA better
America!
win. And like, I don't get like that a whole lot because I don't have a reason to. Yeah. So it's just so fun to watch. And just like, it opened something in my brain where I was like, I'm going to go run on a track. And like, am I? Probably not. But it's inspiring.
We've been so like, the Olympics of bodybuilding is the Olympia.
Yeah.
So like when you win the Olympia, you are the number one in the world in that division. And we get so focused like on that there's all these other avenues that like we forget about, you know, it's like
truly
that are actually more wide known than niche bodybuilding stuff, where it's like the number one gymnast, the number one track, like what all of these different things. And I used to do all of those things before I became a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
so
it's like you see weird. What you focus on, and our focus has been on bodybuilding, that I'm like, I forget how inspiring literally every sport and every type of athlete is. So it's so cool to see. And also, they're so jacked. All the girls that were running track and in gymnastics, obviously, I was just like staring at their capped shoulders. And I was like, it's a good reminder also, you don't have to train like a bodybuilder to have that type of physique.
And they probably still like lift. It's probably like one of the many things that they have to do for training, like the recovery that they go through. They probably have people on deck doing their recovery. You know what I mean? Because they're constantly like, their livelihood is their body. Like it is crazy. And that's what the top Olympians do. And that's why that they're at the top. It's because it's their life.
Yeah.
So they probably have like around the clock people helping them with food and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I would hope so, but it's kind of,
they seem to, based on
kind
this,
of crazy.
But yeah, it was really cool to see. And now I'm so excited to watch the Olympics. And I want to know what you guys like to watch in the Olympics. So for us, it's mostly track, gymnastics. I like diving, figure skating for winter. I actually love all the winter ones, and I never watched them growing up.
Yeah, never.
But now, like as an adult, I go back on YouTube and watch like old Olympic figure skating, and like even like the skiing and snowboarding stuff. I think it's just so sick. So comment down below what you like to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
Solid episode where we made fun of men and talked about running.
Yeah, which I'm not going to do. Unless I have to. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And as always, we love you all so much, and you are more powerful than you think.
Bye.